Hello YouTube, this is Navsix7. I'm bringing you an S.H.Figuarts Tamashii Limited review. This time I've got Masked Rider, Rising IXA. That's right, this was the Tamashii Limited figure, or well, Tamashii exclusive figure, so you can only get off of Tamashii Web. This is brought to you by eToys Japan. I will link them down below, right there with that new YouTube setup. And I will link them down below, and they got some cool stuff. And this guy ended up costing me a total of $70, so actually not bad at all. And when I remove it, we have beautiful Rising IXA. IXA is one of my favorite riders of all time, like I've said before. And I can see why this was a limited review because, oh my god, look at all this detail. Get really close here and you can see all this writing, all this sideboard kind of looking detail. And I mean, you know, as I've said before, I mean, S.H.Figuarts, I mean, is one of my favorite lines of all times, and I love these guys. But I mean, oh, all that chest detail. For those who don't know, this is IXA pulls out his mouthpiece, and he kind of does a whole bunch of, he has like the Foz color change, kind of has the Kabuto cast off, and then his head kind of does the Den-O faceplate changes, because here he is, next to his original self, and you can kind of see the basic mold is the same, but that's about where the differences end. As for accessories, he comes with a bunch. Number one, you get the little IXA phone, and it does fold up, and you can carry it. Has a little mocking handle there, because obviously, when you turn it out like this, the way it's supposed to be handled, is a whole nother separate piece. And so it's a single piece, lots of detail in there. I mean, it's just, oh, just so amazing. I mean, these guys are the holy grail in terms, I think, for affordability. And I mean, I wish that this guy was a mass release, you know, for $40 like IXA, but I can understand why they wanted to do this as a Tamashii web exclusive. Just, I mean, all the details that really make this guy great. I totally get. The piece does fold in, so you can have, you know, like a little speed gun. And I like IXA holding it. I mean, this is always the IXA Rising accessory, and he looks like a badass holding it. Granted, IXA himself is a badass, awesome Nagokun. And he can, as he did in the show a couple times, dual wield with the IXA caliber. And, you know, he looks all kinds of scary with this. As for hands, you do get 2 splayed open hands, 2 fists, and 2 holding things hands. I use the holding things hands the most often for this guy because, you know, IXA's got enough things to hold. Or you can also, as another accessory piece, take off his little henshin belt, plug in this half one. You know, it should just plug into his belt like so. And then you can give him the increased size knuckle version, so you can have his IXA knuckle and with his IXA phone. Wow. And look, in a combination that I don't think we saw in Kiva, but who knows, we might have. It's been a while since I've seen that one. Although, what I think the best form is, comes with IXA caliber in sword form. The other accessories that you do get is, he comes with the 2 fusel slots, which just peg into his sides there and are removable. He does not come with an alternate hand, but that's why you also get his IXA phone in both phone mode and its gun mode. As for articulation, same articulation as IXA. You know, he's got these super ball joint hips with the swivel there, the double jointed knees, the ankle with all its crazy posability that lets you get him into super crazy poses that G.I. Joe wished he could get into. Although, granted, I like IXA just standing. You know, with the sword, like, oh yeah, if you come close to me, yes, I will beat you with the sword. But for the most part, I'm just going to shoot you with my gun, which makes an enormously big attack. If you're a fan of IXA, he is worth picking up. That being said, unless you are a fan of IXA, regular IXA will do just fine. I picked him up because IXA is actually my second favorite Kamen Rider right after Kabuto, so... Which was the reason why I sought this guy out, and I bought him all the way in May. And he came out in June, but I love him. He's great. I recommend him. Anyways, this is Nav67. I'm signing out, YouTube.